Hello, hello, hello again. Robert McCartney, the Redneck Marketer here, coming at you live or recorded or however you look at it from the upstate South Carolina. I know that this is a business blog, but I'm a good old redneck. I really do just hate seeing things going on that can affect the already beat down people in my country. You know, I'm here in the U.S. and I don't believe anybody that I know out there uh, is blind to what's going on. But I've been reading some stuff this week that's really, it's not scaring me because I already knew this was coming. My biblical worldview uh, already had me understanding that something would happen one of these days. I just didn't know it was on the horizon. But I've read some things this week. Let me say something. Charlie Daniels wrote a song called Simple Man. And part of it says, they call me a redneck, and I reckon that I am, but there's things going on to make me mad down to the core. And I tell you, I get madder by the day when I go to see, I get all my news from the AP, and then I vet it, and I go and I research it, and I see what's going on because I don't want to be called a fearmonger. I have been called old tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist, but you know what? To each his own. I belong to a couple of marketing groups that are against Monsanto and genetically modified things. I got to reading this week and never seen any of this on our national news here in the United States, but Obama signed in a executive order just a while back that gives him right to take over all the food sources in the United States should any kind of situation present itself that he needs to do that. But the wording is so vague that it could just about be any kind of little thing they want to do over here, and bam, they can control the farms, the grocery stores, the gas stations, your car, your home, your guns, the whole 9 yards. In other words, to make you more completely dependent upon the government. Uh, October 1st, scheduled day for Obamacare to go into effect. Now, the state of South Carolina was fighting and was going to make it illegal to try to enforce Obamacare upon its residents. It passed through the Senate, but it got killed in the House. So now, October 1st, when Obamacare becomes federal law, it will be instituted here in South Carolina. And there's a lot of things going on with that people ain't knowing. Let me share with you something. The Health and Human Services website. Now, let me let you know where I got this from. I got this from the AP, and then I went and it's on Pack Alert Express, alternative media source. That the Health and Human Services website states that your family will be targeted if you fall under high-risk categories. Families where moms are not yet 21, families where someone is a tobacco user, families where children have low student achievement, development delays, or disabilities, or families with individuals who are serving or formerly serving in the armed forces, including such families that have members of the armed forces who have had multiple deployments outside the United States. Now, what is it that they're going to implement is called mandatory home inspections. In other words, if you fall in one of those four categories, they got the right to come beat on your door. And if things ain't the way they think it should be, then they can take your kids. They can incarcerate you. They can refuse you care, whatever. And by golly, that just goes against every God-given right that I feel each and every human being on this world has. I don't care if you agree with me about Jesus Christ, but just yet, as a person, you have a right to live your life as you see fit. Now, combine that with Obamacare getting instituted October 1st, the 2010 executive order giving him control over food. I'll put all the links in this video. Don't you worry. You can vet it yourself. How about Obama has requested 15,000 Russian troops for an upcoming disaster? Where'd I get this from? Nowhere on the United States media. The European Union Times. It's sad when other countries are reporting about what's going on in our own country. Brothers and sisters, when are we going to wake up, get our heads out the damn sand, and start standing up for our God-given rights as individuals to care for ourselves and our families as we see fit? Let me tell you, I'm not giving up my guns. Sure as hell not giving up my Bible. And not going to give up my right to free speech. Now, y'all do what you got to do. I know what I'm going to do. But the European Times said that an unsettling report prepared by the Emergencies Ministry circulating in the Kremlin just completed talks between Russia and the United States and Washington, D.C. says that Obama regime has requested at least 15,000 Russian troops trained in disaster relief and crowd functions, such as riot control, be pre-positioned to respond to FEMA Region 3, which is Washington, D.C., Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, and Baltimore. To FEMA Region 3 during an unspecified upcoming disaster. Now, do they know something we don't know? I don't know, but I tell you, it's getting real freaky around here in the United States. Now, I ain't trying to spread fear. There's a way out of all this. You've been hearing it since you was born. You're not going to avoid what's coming, but there's a way to know that no matter what happens, you're going to be in a better place on the other side, and that's to know Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior. If you want to know what that entails, you can contact me at ROBEMCCARTN8 at Yahoo, Robert McCartney at CenturyLink.net, and also you can find me here on Freed Ministries or the freedorganization.wordpress.com. Now, that is just a drop in the bucket of all the stuff I've been reading this week. The Department of Homeland Security has already ordered, received, or ran hold enough ammunition to fight a 7-year war at 5 million rounds a month in our own country. They've got 6 billion or 1.6 billion hollow point 40 caliber rounds, which is illegal by the Geneva Convention to use in theater of war. They're only legal within the United States for stopping power for the police, because a hollow point bullet just creates so much trauma that it'll just about destroy you and kill you. They explode upon impact and tear up everything they come in contact with. So there's some big stuff coming up. We don't know what's really going on here, and I ain't no date setter. I just know that I've been watching the civil liberties. I've been watching our God-given rights, and I've been watching this government and the banks and the cartel in this country completely destroying our country. So, brothers and sisters, I love you. I'm praying for you. I'm lifting you up. Sorry it's what about business, but this does affect our business because all these kind of things affect the economy. So anyway, till next time, I just want to say, the old raging redneck marketer signing out. God bless you.